wish. The shakuhachi whispers ghostly tweet. Lanterns swinging, streets humming low. Ink black night where the blossoms grow. Clocks tick, but the time feels stuck. Dragon coil tight, lock in a mug. Cherry blossom smoke, it floats, it fades. Lost in the haze of the choices we made. Ancient roots, modern boots collide. Walking this tightrope, nowhere to hide. Cherry blossom smoke, it floats, it fades. Lost in the haze of the choices we made. Ancient roots, modern boots collide. Walking this tightrope, nowhere to hide. Scene, stories etched deep with our bambolines. Pagoda shadow, toss sharp as a blade. Silent samurai in the pizza blade. Stones in my path, I step past spaceship. Future on my back, a heavy load. Cherry blossom smoke, it floats, it fades. Lost in the haze of the choices we made. Ancient roots, modern boots collide. Walking this tightrope, nowhere to hide. Cherry blossom smoke, it floats, it fades. Lost in the haze of the choices we made. Ancient roots, modern boots collide. Walking this tightrope, nowhere to hide. Tea in my cup, bitter, sweet, bold flavors of my past. Stories retold, cranes in the sky, they circle, they weep. Dreams in the wind, promises to keep. Cherry blossom smoke, it floats, it fades. Lost in the haze of the choices we made. Ancient roots, modern boots collide. Walking this tightrope, nowhere to hide. Cherry blossom smoke, it floats, it fades. Lost in the haze of the choices we made. Ancient roots, modern boots collide. Walking this tightrope, nowhere to hide.
Folding crane under neon sky. Concrete wisps where the shadows lie. A thousand dreams stitched in silk and tears. The koto hums through forgotten years. Street lights blink like restless ghosts. Each brother haiku that I love the most. Paper cranes, paper chains, flying high through the city's veins. Can you hear it? The kodo's call, a beat that rises, it catches us all.
Yeah, rivers of ink, words etched in stone. The baseline drops, I'm never alone. Kimono swirl in the alley breeze. Past and future me with such ease. The shamisen strums, a heart undone. Moonlight dances till the night is spun.
Paper cranes, paper chains, flying high through the city's veins. Can you hear it? The kudos call, a beat that rises, it catches us all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, petals drift, a fleeting thought in the wind's clutch. Shamans and hums where the ancestors' hands touch. Mountains bow, wrapped in a mist, cold breath. Echoes linger in the valley of birth and death. Shikachi whisper, secrets older than time. Each note a bridge past to the future's climb. Echoes of the sakura fall and rise. Memories bloom under crimson skies. Drums hit deep, hearts align. Past meet the present through the vine. Through the Ink on rice paper, dreams spilling strokes. Lanterns lit, shadows dance, smoke provokes. Bamboo grows, sway, secrets in their stance. Life's a fan, folding, unfolding in its chance. A koi leaps, ripples, disrupts, still streams. Hunger for freedom trapped in the seams. Echoes of the sakura fall and rise. Memories bloom under crimson skies. Drums hit deep, hearts align. Past me the present through the vine. Through the
Land and drip wax on the cobblestone streets. Echo a getter, my shadow retreats. 1,000 cranes folded, paper wings torn. Past lives whisper, rebirth feels worn. Cherry blossoms wept on the sake I spilled. Memories bloom where the silence is still. Tears of the chrysanthemum falling slow. Every petal tells a story I'll never know. Koto strings hum where my sorrow flows. Tears of the chrysanthemum falling slow. Gold thread kimono, stitched in regrets. Tides of the ocean can't drown my debts. Ink on the scroll, my sins etched in black. Razor edge thoughts on a sword's clean track. Fleeting as a haiku, life's breath fades. Underneath the moon where the truth parades. Fan snaps shut, time slips quick. Every scratch on the vinyl slick. Tears of the crimson falling slow. Every petal tells a story I'll never know. Koto strings hum where my sorrow flows. Tears
cherry trees where shadows loom, 1,000 lanterns, a broken tomb. Sakura whispers, petals fall too soon. Tell me the stories the wind won't keep, promises buried, the roots one deep. Under the concrete moon tonight, dreams collide, wrong or right. We rise, we break, we fight. Concrete moon, hold me tight. Ink on my skin, maps of my pain. Koi swim in circles, caught in the rain. City lights flicker, but they can't explain. A haiku on my breath, a battle in my chest. The warriors cry, no time to rest. Past and present in a tangled quest. Under the concrete moon tonight, dreams collide, wrong or right. We rise, we break, we fight. Concrete moon, hold me tight. Under the concrete moon tonight, dreams collide, wrong or right. We rise, we break, we fight. Concrete moon, hold me tight.
Cherry blossoms fall like tears tonight. Lanterns glow but my heart feels tight. I walk this city, shadows in the mist. Each step echoes like a lost goodbye kiss.
Mountains stand, but I'm crumbling inside.
The river flows, but I'm stuck in the tide.
Cherry blossoms, they
bloomed and fade.
Concrete dreams in the mess we made.
The mess we made
Life's a dance on this ring and free.
on this fragile string.
Cherry blossoms and the pain they
bring. Kodo strings hum beneath neon lights. Old songs whisper in the sleepless nights. A warrior's mask, but my soul's exposed. In the cracks of my heart, truth is composed.
Drums hit hard like my father's voice.
The wind sings soft, it leaves me no choice. A clash of worlds, tradition and grind. In this chaos I still search to find.
Cherry blossoms, they bloom
It blooms and fade.
Concrete dreams in the mess we made.
In the mess we made.
Life's a dance on this
Fragile string.
Cherry blossoms and the pain they bring.
Bring dreams. Yeah. And I end it.
Sakura petals dance, shadow of a lamp, lantern sway in the wind. City's cold clamp, lost in the neon. Ghosts hum a hymn, Kodo strings weep. Where the skyline slim, smoke curls from a ramen stand, night's mass. Elders' tales echo, history in a flash. Cherry trees bloom in the cracks of cement. Faded ink on a scroll, stories bent.
Rooftops whisper secrets to the moon. Train tracks hum that old city tune.
Cherry blossoms in concrete, tears in the street. Dreams bloomed and wither, life's bittersweet. Cherry blossoms in concrete under my feet. Memories linger, thoughts skip a beat. Cherry blossoms in concrete, tears in the street. Dreams bloomed and wither, life's bittersweet. Cherry blossoms in concrete under my feet. Memories linger, hearts skip a beat. Samurai swagger, blade in my tongue. Battle scars ink every verse I've sung. Pavements a dojo, fight with my rhyme. Scratch of the vinyl, time rewind. Tatami floors, meet the subway's roar. Two worlds collide, can't ignore. Rain falls like haiku, measured and breathe. Dripping in the gutter, pain finds relief. Yeah, Taranat Bingle, yeah. Cherry blossoms and concrete, tears in the street. Dreams bloom and wither, life's bittersweet. Cherry blossoms and concrete under my feet. Memories linger, hearts skip a beat. Cherry blossoms and concrete, tears in the street. Dreams bloom and wither, life's bittersweet. Cherry blossoms and concrete under my feet. Memories linger, hearts skip a beat. White size. White size.
Lanterns flicker in the smoky air. A city of ghosts, but I'm still there. The pavement whispers tales of pain. Broken dreams etched in the falling rain.
Honor's a chain that pulls me tight. I fight the shadows every night.
Echoes of the street calling my name. Honor and shame, they burn the same. I walk this path, I can't retreat. Lost in the echoes of the street.
Cherry blossoms fall like shards of glass. Each petal cuts through my buried past. Gold threaded kimono hides my scars. A warrior trapped beneath the stars. A clash of drums, a clash of pride. I hear the beats where I
Unfold
confide.
the street, calling my name. Honor and shame, they burn the same. I walk this path, I can't retreat. Lost in the echoes of the street. Yeah, yeah.
strings whisper through the cracks in my soul. Share me some weeps where the cherry trees roll. Ink spills on parchment, dreams folded in cranes. 1,000 paper wings still tethered by chains. Vinyl spins, dust dances in the groove. Bassline drops, my heart begins to move. Ancestor shadows walk these city streets. Concrete blossoms where tradition rhythm meet.
Sakura falls in the wind they stay, carrying whispers of yesterday. Through the shadows, through the light, we find our song in the endless
Temple bells echo where the neon hums. Past and future class, the old drums still drums. Kanji scars etched on the palms of fate. Every line a story, every cut a gate. The DJ scratches, a bridge to the past. Strings cry louder, their voice meant to last. Raindrops hit the shaman's frame. Tears of a nation, never forgetting its name.
Sakura falls in the wind they stay, carrying whispers of yesterday. Through the shadows, through the light, we find our song in the endless
Under the lanterns glow so dim, a whisper floats where dreams begin. The cherry blossoms fall again.
I walk the streets with heavy shoes. The air is thick with old taboos. My shadow lingers in the blues.
Yeah, cherry blossoms fall, they fall, they fall like tears from a heart that's lost it all. The wind it calls, but no one answers, no one at all. Cherry blossoms fall, they fall, they fall like tears from a heart that's lost it all. The wind it calls, and no one answers, no one at all.
A safety cup holds my reality. Each step a memory right from it. Ghosts they haunt, they forget. But ghosts they haunt, they never let. Mountains watching silent pride. Rivers rush but cannot hide. The ache that flows from deep inside.
Drums of the past, they beat, echoing through this crowded street. Tradition bends, it stays complete. Drums of the past, they beat, echoing through this crowded street. Tradition bends, it stays complete. Cherry blossoms fall, they fall, they fall like tears from a heart that's lost it all. The wind it calls, and no one it answers, no one at all. untold. A quiet breeze where the past unfolds. Ancient trees whisper secrets in cold. Roots in the ground, hearts heavy with gold. Clocks don't tick in the land of old. Time's a thief and the grip gets cold.
Echoes of a sakura calling me back through the mist, through the cracks. One step forward, two steps gone. In the dance of shadows, we all belong.
Ink spills where the shaman weeps. Tails carved deep where the mountain sleeps. Cherry blossoms scatter in heaps. But beauty lingers, the kind that keeps. Drums pounding, my heartbeat leaps. In the silence, the soul still speaks. The strings sing sorrow, the bass line fights. Lost in the rhythm of endless nights. Hey!
Echoes of the sakura calling me back through the mist, through the crack. One step forward, two steps gone. In the dance of shadows, we all belong.
Hey! Hey! Taiko rolls like thunder in my chest. Ancestors watching, they know best. Digital sparks, traditions crest. Old meets new, it's a cosmic test. Hey!
Yeah. Petals drifting, whispers in the breeze. Ancestors nodding from beneath the trees. Ink on the page, bloodline calligraphy. Every stroke heavy, that's a part of me. Feet on the cobblestones, heart on the sleeve. Echoes of the temple, I hear when I breathe. Past and the present, they meet and collide. Tides of the culture, I'm surfing the ride. Cherry blossoms fall, I hear the old song call. Time stands still and fades, can't hold it all. Memories crackle, the final spins from the katsu string. My story begins, golden moon grins, reflecting the blade. Samurai spirit, I'm sharp when I wave. Through the smoke, neon lights in the haze. Lost in the night, found in the phrase. Writing haiku on the back of a napkin. Past life flashing, the hands still clapping. Every bar carved deep like it's stone. Roots in the earth, but I'm out here alone. Shamisen hums, bassline drops. Time don't stop, hear the ticking clocks. lanterns glow, they line the street. My shadow bends where rain clouds meet. A river flows that won't retreat. Silent whispers calling me from the cracks in memory.
I walk through echoes sharp and low. Footsteps fall like broken snow.
Whispers in the rain, they know my name, calling me back to the same old pain. Can't outrun it, no I can't explain. Whispers in the rain, they know my name. Whispers in the rain, they know my name, calling me back to the same old pain. Can't outrun it, no I can't explain. Whispers in the rain, they know my name.
The moon hangs low like it's on trial. Its face is cracked but it still smiles. A fleeting love, 1,000 miles. Your voice is faint, it fades away, yet I hear it night and day.
The storm, it pulls me in its hold. A clash of warmth against the cold.
Whispers in the rain, they know my name, calling me back to the same old pain. Can't outrun it, no I can't explain. Whispers in the rain, they know my name. Whispers in the rain, they know my name, calling me back to the same old pain. Can't outrun it, no I can't explain. Whispers in the rain, they know my name.
Ink spills like cherry blossom ball.
Ink spills like cherry blossoms on parchment. Cold nights, heart heavy, burdened by the moonlight spite. Drift through shadows, the neon rivers whisper. Past lives and sacred cups, paint tastes crisper.
Lanterns hang low, sequins in their glow. Cracks in the pavement where old roots grow. My pen's a sword sharp, cutting through silence. On the lost in wars, love drowned in violence. Cherry blossoms fall, drifting through it all. Petals in the breeze, carried where they please. Questions in the wind, answers feel so thin. Cherry blossom fall, still I stand tall.
Go sound, that's it, should we rate? Go sound, that's it, should we rate? Go sound, that's it, should we rate? Blossoms fall, but I still chase tail.
Kimono of regrets, stitched with time's thread. Haiku scars on my skin, words left unsaid. Rain drips, beats tap, a metronome for sorrow. Dreams spill on rice paper, bleeding out tomorrow. The DJ scratches memories, echoes in the wax. Past spinning faster, future off the tracks. A samurai in the cipher, rhymes clash like steel. Truth cuts deep, these verses help me heal. The coastal cries, strings bend, the night breaks. A crack in the clouds, the sunrise aches. Mountains bow to ocean, cycles never cease. Cherry blossoms fall, but I still chase peace. But I still chase peace. But I still chase peace. Peace, 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 peace. Bills down, bills down, bills down, bills down. But I still chase peace. But I still chase peace. Go die low, fast change true and grin. Crack in the clouds, the sunrise aches. Mountains bow to oceans, cycles never cease. Cherry blossoms fall, but I still chase peace.
The city weeps in silence. Brick temples rise, concrete defiance. Lanterns swing, the wind hums old tales. Shadows on the wall, the moon unveils. Shoji doors creak, secrets in the grain. The ink flows thick, soaked in pain. Tatami dreams crushed under leather soles. The giri bound path takes heavy tolls. Cherry blossoms and concrete, where they meet. Roots in the earth, branches in the beat. Echoes of the past, scratched vinyl repeats. Life blooms and withers in these streets. Cherry blossoms and concrete, where they meet. Roots in the earth, branches in the beat. Echoes of the past, scratched vinyl repeats. Life blooms and withers in these streets. Steel rivers run where the carp once danced. Neon signs blink like a lost romance. Futon to futon, the grind don't rest. Tattooed spirits, burdens on the dress plates. Spin like fate, hands on the wax. Time skips forward but the needle tracks back. Flickering kanji, promises that fade. Prayers rise like incense, debts never paid. Cherry blossoms in concrete, where they meet. Roots in the earth, branches in the beat. Echoes of the past, scratch vinyl repeats. Life blooms and withers in these streets. Cherry blossoms in concrete, where they meet. Roots in the earth, branches in the beat. Echoes of the past, scratch vinyl repeats. Life blooms and withers in these streets.
Yo, lanterns drift, smoke curls, the night whispers. Echoes of the past, tears stain old scriptures. Rain taps the koto, each drop a lost soul. Street light hums, its glow, swallow whole. Winds carry secrets, rooftops hold confessions. A city of shadows, layered with obsessions. My pen bleeds ink as samurai's old duel. These scars, my trophies, this mic, my jewel. Eternal lanterns, they burn, they fade. Guiding the lost through the roles we played. Ashes to rivers, dreams cascade. Eternal lanterns, they fade. Guiding the lost through the roles we played. Ashes to rivers, dreams cascade. Tatami creaks under a heavy silence. Walls bear witness to midnight violence. Scrolls unravel tales of love and loss. Life's a fragile bridge, a shogun's cross. Scratches cut through like blades in the dark. Beats drop heavy, leaving echoes that spark. A koi swims circles in my ink-filled mind. Searching for freedom, yet always confined. Cherry blossoms fall, no sound, no warning. Fate sharp as a blade, slicing through morning. Sake spills, pouring stories untold. A future unwritten, a path grown cold.
Stories caught in the breeze, carving my pain in the bark of cherry trees. Fingers trace the cracks, wounds that don't mend. Vinyl spins the truth where the past won't bend.
In the wind, they'll never know. Lost in time, I can't let go.
swallowed by the rain. Umbrella torn, can't shield me from the pain. Cicada cries drown the scratches on the wax. Memories loop, no escape, just tracks on tracks. Inkwins on the page, words blurred, erased. Shimmies in strings scream, every note misplaced.
Strings pluck memories that last. Shamisen hums, a story unfolds. Ancient winds wrapped in beats so cold. Streets paved with cherry blossoms crushed. Rhymes blooming where the samurai hushed. Scrolls of the future inked in my veins. From Edo to now, the rhythm remains. Echoes of the rising sun, where the old and the new run. Heartbreak dances, shadows fun. Time collapses, wrong one. Echoes of the rising sun, where the old and new run. Heartbreak dances, shadows fun. Time collapses, wrong one. Pages flipping, kanji carved in the breeze. Rhymes drift soft, then they cut with ease. Basslines tremble, lanterns sway. Tradition bends, but it won't decay. Hustle in my soul, honor in my stride. On these city blocks where spirits collide. 1,000 haikus stacked in my bars. Weaving legends neath neon stars. Drums pound when a river bends. History loops, it never ends. Drums pound where the river bends. History loops, it never ends. Yumana, ere. Koto hums like a ghost in the breeze. Concrete whispers cracked at the knees. Ancestor shadows etched on the wall. Echoes in alleys where lanterns crawl. Street lights flicker, a neon shrine. 808 heartbeat ticking my time. Cherry blossoms fall one by one. Under the moon, the war's never done. Petals on pavement, dreams in the air. City of slow. Goldfish in bags, they circle, they glow. Scarred by the kanji, carved on my soul. Tides of the city swallow me whole. Samurai spirit, blade in my chest. Kodo
strings wail, I'm put to the test. Cherry blossoms fall one by one. Under the moon, the war's never done. Petals on pavement, dreams in the air. City of sorrow, I'm fighting despair. Snare snaps sharp, the cotter replies. Melody weeps, the crane never flies. I'm caught in the middle, a clash of the past. Anchor cries out, hip-hop holds fast. Cherry blossoms fall one by one. Under the moon, the war's never done. Petals on pavement, dreams in the air. City of sorrow, fighting despair. Falls slow, cherry blossoms burn. Shamisen strings twist, my soul takes a turn. Vinyl crackles, ghosts in the groove. Taiko beats echo, ancestors move. The moon's a broken coin, tossed in the sky. Whispered prayers in the wind, asking why. Smoke rises, shadows dance. In the haze of the past, we take our stand. Through the some smoke. Scrolls unroll, ink bleeds on the page. Elders' wisdom trapped in a digital age. Footsteps heavy, yet the path is unclear. Taiko drums pound like the heart of my fear. A sparrow song tangled in electric wires. Dreams ignite, yet consumed by desires. Smoke rises, shadows dance. In the haze of the past, we take our stand. Through the fire, through the ash, we'll invoke. Beneath the sakura trees, breathe cherry blossom smoke. Mirrors reflect the sunrise. Fragments of truth where the spirit lies. A shamisen hum cutting through the mist. Lost voices call, impossible to resist. Smoke rises, shadows dance. In the haze of the past, we take our stand. Through the fire, through the ash, we'll invoke. Beneath the sakura trees, breathe cherry blossom smoke.
near. Coda strings hum where shadows appear. Street paved with echoes, I'm walking the years. Dust on the vinyl, I'm fighting my fear. Shimmies and plucks, slicing through the haze. Moonlight sharp, carving out my days. Lost in tradition, the old meets the now. Drums kick heavy, deep roots take a bow.
All the winds of the past, they call my name. Through the mountains and rivers, they stake their claim. Each note I teach still as time. The winds of the past, they call my name.
Scrolls of my lineage inked in the grime. Baseline drops bridging old to the prime. Lanterns flicker, truth hides in their glow. Strings cry loud where the sakura grow. Vinyl crackles, the storm begins to churn. Time's a slow fire and I let it burn. Shadows in the dojo, a sparing of souls. Hip hop the heartbeat, tradition the goal.
All the winds of the past, they call my name. Through the mountains and rivers, they stake their claim. Each note a tear, each tear a flame. The winds of the past, they call my
Lantern glow, shadows crawl, the night unfolds. Paper walls whisper secrets, centuries old. Tatami creaks beneath the weight of my soul. Footsteps heavy, echoes deep in the scroll. Ink bleeds, tales of honor and regret. Cherry blossoms fall, a pink silhouette. Mountains loom where the spirits collect. Every word a blade, slicing through the dialect. Underneath the lantern light, shadows dance. Fate's a fleeting step, a fragile stance. I carry the weight, the stories advance. Shadows of the lantern, this is my chance. Underneath the lantern light, shadows dance. Fate's a fleeting step, a fragile stance. I carry the weight, the stories advance. Shadows of the lantern, this is my chance. Bamboo forest, hum a tune in the breeze. My past the ghost clinging tight to my sleeves. Shamisen strums, memories freeze. Life's a tightrope, wobbly as the trees. Scratches cut, a DJ's precision. Mixing old tales with a modern vision. I walk the path, split by decision. Samurai heart, hip-hop collision. Echoes call, but I can't look back. The vinyl spins, life fades to black. Black, 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 black. Underneath the lantern light, shadows dance. Fate's a fleeting step, a fragile stance. I carry the weight, the stories advance. Shadows of the lantern, this is my chance. Underneath the lantern light, shadows dance. Fate's a fleeting step, a fragile stance. I carry the weight, the stories advance. Shadows of the lantern, this is my chance. I live in the land, shadows in the lantern. I'm in the lantern, shadows in the lantern. This is my chance. Shadows of the lantern, edge of the lantern, brand of the banner. Shadows of the lantern, the lantern, the lantern, the lantern. This is my chance.
Heavy up in the road, chillin' within my face.
my chest. Mouths whisper secrets, I ain't finished my quest. Sacred petals fall, swords hum in the breeze. Honors a heavy load, kneeling under the trees. To Tommy Matt's Creek, ghosts dance in the night. Shadows flicker quick, lanterns burning bright.
Waves of cherry blossoms drifting through the air. Memories and heartaches tangled everywhere. Past calls softly, but I can't go back. Scratches on the vinyl, life spins off track.
Rice wine sips, moonlight spills in my cup. Shamisen strums cut deep, can't stitch it up. Footsteps echo loud, gravel under my soul. Walking this crooked path, searching for my soul. The koi swim circles, pond still is regret. Whispers of a promise, I ain't broken yet. They tie the knots, threads spray in my hair. Dust on the horizon, can't tell.
Waves of cherry blossoms drifting through the air. Memories and heartaches tangled everywhere. Past calls softly, but I can't go back. Scratches on the vinyl, life spins off track.
Paper walls crackle, storms outside howl. True sharp as a katana cuts through the foul. Dreams stitched in kimono silk, frayed at the seams. Life ain't what it seems, built from broken dreams.
Waves of cherry blossoms drifting through the air. Memories and heartaches tangled everywhere. The past calls softly, but I can't go back. Scratches on the vinyl, life spins off track. Waves of cherry blossoms drifting through the air. Memories and heartaches tangled everywhere. The past calls softly, but I can't go back. Scratches on the vinyl, life spins off track.
Walking out on each other, you can't break grace. Never slipping. I'm coming no plane, up to no plane. Walking out on each other, you can't break grace. Long CBAs, long CBAs. Working no train. Koto strings hum, ghosts in the breeze. City lights blink through sakura trees. Ink on the page, it bleeds like the past. Memories drip slow, shadows they cast. Vinyl crackles, whispers from the old. Concrete veins run where the story's told. Sky split open, colors drip down. Dreams mixed with dust in this faded town.
Cherry blossoms fall as wildfire. Roots in the dark, branches touch the sky. DJ spins time, the needle don't lie. We're honest, we fall, then we learn to fly.
Yeah, paper walls thin, hear the neighbors fight. Truce a lantern glowing soft in the night. Shamisen plucks at the strings of fate. Rhymes cut short.
Let a man in the middle. Cherry blossoms drift, pink snow in the air. Samurai stance, the world don't play fair. Shamisen strings hum ancient despair. In my mind, echoes of battles I can't repair. A cracked sake cup holds my regrets tight under neon moons. Tokyo's night bites, scratches in the wind, record spinning slow. Time loops back, the past won't let go.
Bells fall, but they rise in my dreams. Boom bap blends with old river streams. Cherry blossoms bloom, but they fade so fast. Memories cling, the future's the past.
Kanji carved deep in the bark of my soul. Scrolls of my life unrolling untold. Shakuhachi wails, my heart plays along. A mixtape of pain, a bittersweet song. Gold tooth grin, but the sadness gleams. Lost in the space where tradition meets dreams. Tatami mats and graffiti walls collide. The old world whispers, the new world strides. Kendama spins while the DJ cuts. History bleeds through these vinyl guts.
Petals fall, but they rise in my dreams. Boom bap blends with old river streams. Cherry blossoms bloom, but they fade so fast. Memories cling, the future's the past. Petals fall, but they rise in my dreams. Boom bap blends with old river streams. Cherry blossoms bloom,